Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine, and it's time to use up the rest of our May 2025 Noteworthy Days stickers from our sticker pack. We used up a bunch this past weekend during my Creative Memories virtual crop live stream, and now it's time to finish them up. And I've traditionally been doing a layout and a card with the rest of the stickers, but this month is going to be a little bit different. I'm actually doing 3 cards because we had 3 distinctly different sentiments on the stickers that were left, and it would have been really difficult to try to put it into a layout. So, all that said, let's go ahead and switch things over and get these cards put together. For our first card, we are going to be using our Cinco de Mayo sticker. And I also did pull off our date night sticker from our clear sticker pack. We will be using a blank card from our blank card kit for the base of the card. And I've gone ahead and cut a piece of our cranberry cardstock. And I've cut this one 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it is going to cover the base of our card here. Let's go ahead and start out putting some tape runner on here. And let's get these edges done as well, so that way it will stay snugly on to our card front. Here we go. And definitely make use of gravity to help you get this one on. It's one of those where it's a lot easier to just go ahead and move the card front around a little bit, secure your cardstock. Now, of course, you want to make sure it's going to open the direction you want it to open when you're ready to get your card open. Okay, this piece of paper was our one with the brown lines and the almost denim blue on the back side of it. As you can see, I've gone ahead and done some punching with our confetti border maker cartridge. This one is one of our punch out border maker cartridges. It came out with one of our birthday collections. And what I did was I went ahead, this piece is 3 3/4 by 4 inches. I did want my stripes running horizontally through my card. You can tell we usually do pages around here. And then what I did was I actually centered the border maker first on the short end at the top and the bottom. And then I went along the side and I did the sides twice. I will say that I did push it all the way in to the cartridge when I had the cartridge in the holder for the border maker, and I probably wouldn't have done this heavy of a border around it if I had actually thought about it. So next time, or learn from Catherine's thoughts here, maybe, and go ahead and maybe don't put your paper all the way in, and go ahead and leave a little extra space around, so then that way your punches don't come out quite as tight. But I thought it really added a little bit of extra flair and a little bit of extra fun to our card. And since it is a punch out border maker cartridge, we are going to make use of some of the things that punched out both the stars as well as some of these confetti swirls will be found on one of our other cards. I'm going to pull out my foam squares. We're going to grab our Cinco de Mayo sticker and get this one popped up. There we go. And then I couldn't decide if I wanted the date night on the outside or on the inside of my card. I am going to be dealing with these stars here in just a moment. I do still have the issue with my thumb, but I kind of went with the mini brace instead of the big bulky one for this, and I'm not sure if it was a mistake, but It's okay. We'll figure it out. So here it would be date night up here. That actually might work. And then it looks like I might actually cut off the very top of that. So it kind of looks like our date night is running up here along the top of our card. I'm going to turn it over and just clip off with my microchip scissors the very top of the sticker. Well, maybe not. Okay. So there it is, all the way at the top there. You can see it almost disappears a little bit with the red behind it, but you definitely see it when you're there in person with it. And then let's go ahead and I pulled out my lifter stick just in case. I got my precision point adhesive, which if you're not familiar with, is kind of almost like using a ballpoint pen. It's a glue pen, and we want the glue on the brown side because we're going to put the blue side down. Now, when our glue comes out of our pen here, this is where having the thumb injury doesn't help. It's hard to open things sometimes. We're just going to put a little dot. So you can squeeze on this part here, or you can see where I've already got a little dot that comes out blue, and it goes on. When it dries clear. So no worries on that. And we're going to flip this over, whoops, into here. And we're trying to put it back into the cutout. Thank goodness it dries clear because I kind of smudged it a little bit on this one. Okay, there we go. First one is in. Clean that up a little bit with my fingernail. Okay, oh boy, my glue pen is getting a little crazy on me here. I just dribbled glue, so we might just go ahead and pick up this other one. Okay, I'm gonna put this over here. I'm gonna pick this up here. All right, we are gonna pull this through this other glue here. Bring this one down into this corner, making use of our glue blob. You know, what is it, making lemons out of lemonade here? Just a little bit. So we did have a little bit too much blob down there. So going ahead and cleaning that up a little bit. Okay, let's grab this one next. And I'm just going to grab it with the corner using my pickup tool here. And this one's going up here. Oops. Okay, now that I've used my fingernails to clean up my page, it's sticking to my nails instead of to the paper that I want it on. And you know what? That happens sometimes. Here we go. It is my pen, because I haven't used it for a little bit. Looks like it's got just a little bit extra coming out of it. Maybe too much tension on here or something. Grab this other star because I've got definitely too much glue right now. And which side am I on here? Let's get this on the brown side. Okay, that one's going up here. And this one is going over here. Sometimes it does help to have fingernails, doesn't it? All right. Oops. Okay, come on. Definitely have glue on my fingers. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, well, so our glue does need to dry. It will dry pretty quickly, and like I said, it will dry clear. I am going to go wash my hands in just a moment, but first I'm going to show you all our finished card. What do you think of our little Cinco de Mayo celebrating with a date night here? Okay, first card is done. Now I remember why so many of my YouTube crafting friends keep baby wipes around. They work well to clean up that extra glue that got on my silicone mat and on my desk. Got my lifter tool here that I'm actually going to need again, so I'm just going to leave it open, but I'll set it to the side. Okay, now I guess I'll put away my Cinco de Mayo card for now. Let's get out our second card. For our second card, again, we'll use one of our blank cards from our card kits. We are going to be using our Celebrate, Graduation, and Grad Party stickers along with the 3 stars from the clear stickers. And then we can see I've already got some of the streamers here and the cap with diploma and the camera that were in our May stickers. So we'll go ahead and get this one put together. This is actually was a scrap that was 4¼ inches by 1 inch that I had already in my bag with my Noteworthy Day papers. Let me secure this a bit. I probably should just use repositionable on this one because it's a smaller piece, but it'll be extra secure now on this thing. All right. And looking at it, I can see where I have a wider plaid on this right-hand side. And so that's kind of where I'm going with it, just to have that wider plaid out. Here we go. And then I also have a 4½ by 4¼ So 4¼ by 4½. My lines are running horizontally again. Our card this time is going to be opening up and down, but sometimes it's nice to pay attention to which way the stripes are going as well. Okay. And then this one is just going directly onto our card front as well. And you can see where we overlap the plaid just a little bit. There we go. And then we are going to add our celebrate off to the side here in the plaid part of our card. If I can actually get it apart. There we go. This one, it's a little bit harder with these clear stickers because they're so much thinner. So celebrate is going to go actually here. I'll make sure it stays on the card front. There we go. Okay. So coming down from the side, I have celebrate. My camera is going to be over to the side here. In fact, I think I am going to foam square this one and probably the cap and gown one. So the ones that are the standard stickers are going to get popped up. And the ones that are the clear stickers are just going straight on to the card front. And remember, of course, that you may have to pay a little bit more postage if you are mailing these cards with the foam squared stickers on them. Let's see, graduation is going to go across the bottom here. It's just not always easy. I am definitely ready for my thumb to heal. Y'all will probably be happy to stop hearing about me talk about my thumb. Oh, goodness gracious. It's been a journey, it feels like, but hopefully each day a little bit better. Okay, this one's going up here, and our stars are going to go along the left side of our card. So there's one set. And 2 sets here. I just thought, it felt a little plain without having a little bit of extra on here. And so that's also why I pulled out the blue swirlies, because that's going to add a little bit more flair to our card as well. It's basically something we already had from our other card, and I just felt like it worked. You can use some more of your curly cues or the circles that also came off of the other punch. There's some that look like this. There's more stars, and then there's also some dots that came off of our confetti border maker, but I just wanted to use these extra curly squigglies, and I'm going to try my glue pen again, and we'll see how it does this time. It looks like it's settled down a bit, so we're just gonna hold down one end and try to run just a little bit of glue along here. And you can press down a little bit with the ball and it moves along nicely. Like I said, it's basically like using a ballpoint pen. It's just a ballpoint pen that's filled with glue, and apparently mine is flowing nicely, so I feel like I have to move a little bit quicker here. But that's okay because I don't want my first one to dry before I can get it on the card anyway. So here I go. I've got my lifter stick. I'm just going to use that where I had my fingernail the first time. And we're just going to get these placed on here. And I don't want to say willy-nilly. Is that, one of those not so technical scrapbooking terms, but we're just kind of going to put it where it looks like it fits. And I definitely need at least one on the top there. And we're going to, in fact, I can see where this one's starting to go clear already. I don't know if I can hold it close enough where you can see the blue and the clear a bit where my glue is starting to dry on me. But it should still stick because it's not quite dry all the way yet. Oh, these lifter sticks are so fabulous. If you don't have one, just head over to my Creative Memories website and pick one up because they are so handy for things like this. And there we go. What do y'all think? Does that look like a celebratory graduation card yet? I hope so. I thought it was fun. You got a little top heavy on my confetti. We have a couple more I can add if we want more confettis, but I feel like that's pretty good. We have our stars. We know it's a graduation. And then we also have this grad party one that we're going to put inside of our card because if people haven't figured out yet that we're celebrating a graduation, I don't know. But I just thought it would be fun to add this little grad party one inside. Actually, I think we're going to add this to the inside of the top. So then that way you can write all of your details and your invite down here in the bottom part. So there you go, grad party. We're celebrating a graduation and we're inviting people to a party. Card number 2 is done. How's about that? That one came together pretty quickly. Less mess than the first one. I think that this third one is also going to come together pretty quickly as well. This one, if you've been paying attention, is our Mother's Day stickers, what we have left. I'll pull it out here in just a moment. Again, another blank card from our card kit. I do have the page that has the, almost looks like a grid on it. It's got the blue plaid on the back. I did cut it at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Here you go. You can even see where we're going with this one. Definitely inspired by the flowers on our Mother's Day sticker. And then I also did, if you'll look, you'll see we've got some more confetti here from our punching out with our spring blossom punch. I did use both the circle punch and this fresh flower. Sorry, fresh flower, not spring blossom. So the fresh flower punch, kind of like what we used in our layout this past weekend from the virtual crop. It just inspired me a little bit and told you all you might see it. And turns out, yes, I did decide to go for it and do the combination again, but I'm adding to it a little bit from what I did during the virtual crop. And we're going to go ahead and place this one just down straight on our card front. Again, I may need to get gravity to help me out again a little bit here. And there we go. I have punched 2 circles with our circle punch from the green paper that has the blue dots on it. It has the brown desert floor-ish looking bottom to it. I'm going to add a little tape runner to that. And then we also have this green embellishment from our embellishment pack from Noteworthy Days. And this one is going to be kind of centered, but not a little bit more to the right than to the left, because our circles are going to come in from this top left, go through our embellishment, and come down to this bottom right. So these are both going underneath our embellishment a little bit. So I'm going to bring that over just a hair, coming through our card from left to right. And I'm just going to lightly touch it because we are going to place our spring flower punches, and we're going to layer these. So I have one with the soft pink and one with, I think, is Island Waters. It could be Aqua, the old Aqua cardstock. I'm not even sure we have that one anymore. Island Waters is probably the second closest. The color just blended so prettily with what was in the sticker that it was in my scrap cardstock. So I grabbed it and went with it. I try not to use things that are not available, but alas, if I used Aqua, it is what it is. It's for the moms, right? It's for Mother's Day for next year, apparently, which is okay. I have cards ready to go for next year for other occasions as well. So go ahead and center your Aqua flower first, or Island Waters. Try the Island Waters also, and then we're going to layer over our pink one on top of the aqua one. So you're going to have to lift up your embellishment just a little bit, coming down here, and there you go. Now, our Happy Mother's Day is just going to go directly on to our embellishment here. We're not going to do the foam squares. I thought about it, but again, thinking about that extra postage makes me cringe a little bit. And so I kind of went a little off center with this one too. I actually go in the opposite direction. If I'd been thinking, I would have brought it down a little bit, but it kind of started to stick on me a little bit quicker than I thought it would. And now we're going to add some of the petals that we had. Living on the edge here with my glue precision point adhesive again. But you know what? It just needed a little bit of extra, again, going through the card. So we're going to go ahead and just start placing some of these on. And we'll see. You could try to use your repositionable tape runner with this as well, but I just don't think it would work as well as with the precision point adhesive. So we're going to give it a try. Let me grab my lifter stick again, because it really is helpful when you have these little pieces. And let's see how we do this time. I'm going to try to just put my adhesive towards the top here, get my glue flowing again. There we go. I don't want it to go too fast like it was before. Oops. Of course, now I just ran my fingernail through it, so now my fingernail's going to be a little sticky. But such is what it is. I'm going to get at least several pinks and several of the Island Waters, Aqua, whatever it is, my other color here, going as well. So let's see. Let's go ahead, and I think I have 4. Let's do an odd number. I don't know what it is about odd. They say odd numbers are a little more eye appealing. Let's get this, and we are just going to start plopping these on just pretty much any direction they will go on here. Now it just stuck onto my actual. They almost look like little hearts, these little petals. Run this one this direction. And you do kind of want them to look like they're sort of flying around in the wind a little bit outside of your frame here out in your space of your paper here. Well, I guess it can be intentional or maybe not. If you want to alternate colors, if you want to have a couple together. Oops, that one didn't flip at all on me. I think we're going to need a couple more coming up. But this is where I wanted to at least get a feel for where we're at first and then figure it out from there. Oops, there we go. So you can see we do need a couple more up here, and we definitely need a few more on this other side as well. So let me go ahead and separate out a few more of these, and we'll get some glue on them, and then we'll get them on this card, and we'll be done here. So that I think is going to be that. I didn't necessarily count how many of each color that I used. I just went until it looked like it was enough and just sort of randomly placed them pointing with the point going different directions throughout the card. But it makes for a fun Mother's Day card. I guess this was the month of confetti as well, using the actual punched out pieces from the punches. And I almost feel like I need to pull out my shimmer brush pen a little bit for this Mother's Day one. I think I might do that and give it a little edging as well. I am pulling out my clear shimmer brush pen. I just want to add just a little extra flowy accents around the edge of my card here. And I will hold it up to the camera here in just a moment. I just wanted to add just that little bit of extra. That might make somebody look a little closer at the card as well. Just that little bit of a highlight. And I'm also going to add a little bit to my petals too. I feel like I'm painting my table a little bit too, which I might be. But I'm just adding just that little bit of extra clear shimmer highlight to these petals flowing through the card. Is going to add just a little bit of extra eye interest as well. I'm doing both the pink and the aqua island waters. My other color, all the petals are going to get just a little touch of shimmer as well. There you go. And unfortunately, those are no longer available. So if you don't have it, don't worry about it. I don't know. Yeah, you can see them there, just a little bit of where I got just a little touch on each of the petals flowing through the card. So that way when mom goes to open it, she'll look at it and she'll be like, huh, that's kind of different. It's got some interesting things going on, the little bit of outline around the edges. Makes for a fun little Mother's Day card. I'm set for next year now. I hope you all enjoyed seeing all of these cards I put together today. It was a little bit messier than normal today with all of the extra little pieces we added through the 3 cards, but let me know which is your favorite in the comments if you liked seeing cards this month or if you missed seeing a layout. It would have been hard doing a layout with just one, or 2 cards that we had, or 2 stickers that we had left really after doing the other layout this month during the virtual crop. But let me know your thoughts. And I will see you all next time.